A PNMP was charged with abetting a business person to get 400,000 ringgit in bribes. The MP and business person both pleaded not guilty to the charge today. Meanwhile, the MACC has denied claims that it had been used to probe candidates who were not aligned with PKR President Anwar Ibrahim and his daughter Nurul Izzah during the party polls in May. Stay tuned for this and more on KiniNews. Padang Serai MP Azman Nasrudin has been charged with abetting a business person to receive 400,000 ringgit in bribes for a feedlot project. According to the charge sheet, Azman had allegedly abetted the crime by ordering Kedah Agro Holding Berhad to issue an offer letter to business person Hassanaim Fauzi, who paid the bribe. It was allegedly given to another business person, Amar Assuat Abu Bakar, who was also charged with soliciting and receiving a bribe from Hassanaim. This had allegedly occurred over 5 years ago on June 23, 2020, when Azman was the Kedah Exco for Agriculture. Azman and Amar pleaded not guilty to the charges at the Shah Alam Sessions Court. The court set bail at 75,000 ringgit in one surety each and also required them to surrender their passport to the court. Speaking to the press later, Azman claimed that the charges against him were politically motivated.
Sebab bagi saya yakin ini tuduhan yang bersifat ada unsur-unsur campur tangan politik. Okey? Sebab saya dimaklumkan oleh seorang lagi tertuduh bahawa kemungkinan kes beliau akan dituduh pada bulan Januari ataupun Februari. Beliau juga terkejut, tiba-tiba beliau juga dituduh sama dengan saya. Maknanya ada pertuduhan segera yang dibuat untuk menutup kes-kes yang berlaku dalam seminggu dua ni. Jadi saya nak pesan kepada pihak eksekutif, jangan campur tangan dalam urusan legislatif. Kena ada pemisahan kuasa.
MACC has responded to former PKR Deputy President Rafizi Ramli's claim that the commission was used to investigate PKR candidates who were not aligned with PKR President Anwar Ibrahim and his daughter Nurul Izzah. In a statement, it said the allegations were baseless and untrue. MACC stressed that investigations are conducted solely based on complaints or information received. It said every complaint with merit undergoes verification and investigation in accordance with the law and established procedures. MACC also denied claims that it had surrounded the house of a PKR candidate aligned with Rafizi. It said the investigating officers had gone to the residence to meet the individual and conduct a search to obtain evidence. It added that this is a standard investigative method, including an element of surprise to prevent the risk of evidence being destroyed, and after confirming that the individual was not at home at the time, the officers left. The MACC said that the following day, the individual voluntarily attended the MACC office. His statement was recorded and he was released without detention. It also stressed that dissatisfied parties could lodge complaints through official channels, such as the police or the complaints committee. Rafizi had previously cited an alleged incident during the party polls in which a candidate aligned with him was detained and investigated by MACC over the cash purchase of an auctioned house. He claimed that the individual, whom he did not name, had his home surrounded by MACC officers, leaving the man's wife and children terrified. Senior lawyer Hanif Khatri Abdullah has questioned Rafizi Ramli over his claim about the MACC and the PKR polls in May. In a video posted on his YouTube channel, Hanif took the former minister to task for not lodging a report earlier.
Justru ketiganya tidak ada gunanya dari sudut kedaulatan undang-undang maupun maruah politik yang matang untuk seseorang mengadu sekarang ini pada bulan 11, 12 in fact, 6 atau 7 hari bulan 12 tentang salah laku yang berlaku pada bulan Mei 2025. Kalau kita nak lawan perkara yang salah, kita wajar bangkitkan pada masa kejadian. Walaupun pada masa itu kita memegang jawatan menteri dalam kabinet. Apatah lagi, sebagai menteri dalam kabinet, kita sepatutnya membangkitkan benda yang salah pada masa itu.
Hanif was responding to Rafizi's claim that PKR members who contested against candidates aligned with Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's daughter, Nurul Izzah, had found themselves in MACC's crosshairs. He said if the allegation is true and there were grounds to investigate the Prime Minister for abuse of power under the MACC Act, both the candidate and Rafizi should have lodged reports. However, Hanif said it is not too late for Rafizi or the PKR candidate to lodge reports with the police and MACC. He added that they could also press for a special investigation panel to be formed by the Attorney General's chambers to look into the allegations against Anwar and Azam. Earlier, the MACC had denied the claims by Rafizi. The MACC said the allegations were baseless and untrue and stressed that investigations are conducted solely based on complaints or information received. From now on, you can also listen to KiniNews on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Scan the QR code on the screen to follow us. Police have recorded a statement from businessperson Albert Tay. This is over the raid on November 28th at his home in Puchong. Tay told Malaysia Kini that last Friday the police came to his house to take photographs of the incident and recorded his statement for 3 hours. He urged the police to conduct a transparent and independent investigation and to immediately arrest the individual who pointed a gun at him and his family. Tay also provided Malaysia Kini with photographs of 2 doors damaged during the raid. He also claimed that one of the MACC officers broke his mother-in-law's bedroom door by kicking it. He said that his mother-in-law and his 12-year-old niece were inside the room. Tay added that his 2 children, aged 10 and 13, were also in the house at the time and had witnessed the entire incident. The MACC had previously denied the firearms were pointed during the incident, as claimed by Tay and his wife. It maintained that the raid, as well as the seizure of items, including the residence's CCTV recordings, were conducted according to procedure. Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim has lamented on a trend of glorifying those who give bribes. He said this at the Works Ministry's monthly assembly in Kuala Lumpur today while commenting on the government's efforts to combat graft.
Dalam penyampaian ini saya tekankan kadang-kadang dalam pertarungan kita, baik politik, baik perselisihan faham, baik ideologi, baik kaum, suku kaum, negeri, itu kadang hilang nilai kemanusiaannya. Dia luput. Dan kita kadang-kadang dewa-dewakan agung. Jadi soal nilai itu diketepikan. Ya. Umpamanya dalam usaha memerangi rasuah sekarang. Ya. Nilai itu juga tragis. Kita kata kita benci rasuah. Bila ambil tindakan, kalau kena kepada kawan kita, dah kita marah. Bukan sekali itu. Kita sekarang ada pula trend, aliran, untuk mendewa dan mengagungkan pemberi rasuah. Saya fikir sangat menggusarkan. Kerana ini tidak akan mampu mengangkat negeri kita dan negara kita.
If you like the stories we produce, consider supporting us by subscribing to Malaysia Kini. Click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on your screen to subscribe. The Football Association of Malaysia has confirmed that it has submitted its statement of appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sports. This is over the International Federation of Association Football's or FIFA's sanctions against the national football body and 7 heritage players. In a statement, Acting President Yusof Mahadi said the CAS has given FAM's legal representatives 10 days until December 18th to submit the full written arguments. He also reiterated FAM's commitment to undertake this process professionally, transparently, and in full respect of all established legal procedures. He added that FAM will share updates on subsequent developments. On September 26, FIFA had confirmed that FAM and the 7 heritage players were found guilty of violating Article 22 of the FIFA Disciplinary Code related to document falsification. Consequently, FAM was ordered to pay a fine of 250,000 Swiss francs, while each player was fined 2,000 Swiss francs and suspended from all football-related activities for 12 months. The FIFA Appeal Committee had rejected the appeals filed by FAM and the players on November 3rd, which led FAM to bring the case to the CAS. DAP, the party with the most federal seats in the Madani government, appears to be increasing pressure on Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim. Last week, DAP advisor Lim Kuan Eng had shared on Facebook a speech he delivered at a Penang event on Monday night, where he noted that some feel Anwar has not done enough. Following the shock loss in the Sabah polls, DAP voiced its concerns and urged the Prime Minister to uphold the coalition's promises. To gauge public sentiment, we posted a poll asking for your views on DAP's push for greater government accountability. Here's what you said. 60% of voters believe it is necessary to ensure the government takes responsibility. 25% see it as a political tactic that could destabilize the government. 11% think reform is urgently needed, but the push should be approached cautiously. What are your thoughts on this? Share your views in the comments section below. And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, X, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Camelia. Thanks for watching.